we're actually at one of the first homes that I ended up assigning. Now, when I talk about assigning, this is different from what we've done as far as all of our other real estate investing. This isn't a flip. This isn't creative financing. This isn't a traditional real estate deal that I did as a real estate agent. This is something completely different. When I say assigning, means I purchased this home and I didn't have to spend any money, no money out of pocket. I also did not have to do any repairs to the house. So if you guys would have seen before of this house, looks nothing like it now. It's been fully remodeled, fully renovated, cost the investor almost $100,000 to flip this house and get it in this condition from what it was before. But remember, this wasn't me. I didn't do the work for it, but I still got paid and I still closed on the home. And I did that with an assignment of contract. So as you see now, it's in this beautiful condition. And I'm actually about to meet with Miss Trudy right now, who's the original seller, and take a look at it. And I can't wait to see her reaction. Man, you guys got to see her story, everything that happened prior to. It was a lot of things that was going on, from her previous contractor just running off on the job on her, you know, to all the judgments and things, the permits that weren't done. This was a long process, but the reward is definitely great for her.
It's good to see you.
I'm Chris A. Williams.
Hey,
This
I'm
is
Linda. I
Tom.
live across the
Nice to
street
meet
in
you.
that house.
Okay, sweet.
They actually found it online as well. I didn't know y'all had it online.
Yeah.
Y'all doing like an open house this Saturday?
So what ended up happening was I actually didn't flip this one myself because it was just so much work that needed to be done. But I ended up basically giving it to one of my partners, and they're the ones who did the whole job, the whole flip really from start to finish.
Oh, okay.
So this is actually my first time seeing it too, since we last saw it.
Okay,
So
that's why I
excited to see
never
how it
ran
looks.
into you.
So
Yeah,
I can
'cause
go
I
through
would
you if
come
I want to
by,
get rid of mine,
every
huh?
day.
100%.
I lived in this home for 40 years and left it this past January. And it's kind of my final goodbye to it, but me seeing what it turned into. My story here at the house is over, but it's going to be a great story for any family that moves in here.
Yeah. The floor is beautiful, isn't it?
Some recessed lights, all of these things. Let me get some. I'm gonna turn some lights on before we take a look
That's
at it.
something. I love that refrigerator.
So I had been checking around finding people, and my daughter, Patricia, she knew Chris A. Williams, his family, you know, through another relative. So she had contacted Chris, and we proceeded to setting up buying the land and making it completely new.
There we go.
Is it central heat and air?
All the way through.
Oh, wow.
Oh my gosh, these things never had doors on them before.
Uh-huh.
So you still kept 3 bedrooms?
Yeah. So this whole layout was kept the same pretty much.
We never had doors on.
Never?
There was no doors in the closet.
No doors for the closet, nope.
And as you see,
And
kitchen's been
all
upgraded here.
all this
That's
stuff.
a nice granite counter.
I like this.
All new
I love
appliances.
Oh, and all kinds of cabinets.
Yeah. So a real estate deal, when you're doing an assignment of contract, you don't need any money out of pocket. Basically, what you do is you go directly to the seller, you sign with them, you get the rights to the contract, and from there, what you do is you take that contract and you sell it to a different investor, and that investor will do all the work for the home. You sold it to the investor, you will still get paid as normal. So think of it as an easy way. This is a way you can get in real estate with really no money, to be honest with you. What you're doing is getting a contract signed, selling it to an investor. And then, all right, so remember this is where the addition started.
Yes.
So you see they put the stairs up here, carpeted the stairs, and we'll see that. They made this area like a laundry room section, so they can be probably stackable washers right here.
So like that a lot better than the way
And
the guy
then,
did it.
of course, this was the exterior
Yes,
door.
Trudy, this.
Oh, I do too.
I like
The
that.
glass like that.
Yeah,
I like the shower.
yeah.
Put a nice fixture here. You could even make this like a dining area or something.
Yeah, you can actually make this a dining area.
Look at that.
And it's open concept in the kitchen, so
Yeah.
people can sit in the living room when dinner's ready, just come into the dining room.
Exactly. It's a full bathroom right here. The bathroom got finished out.
Oh, look at that one. Yeah, that one. Yeah.
Real.
And also downstairs bedroom got finished out.
Oh, this is room.
So it's 4 bedrooms downstairs.
Yeah.
Yep. 4 bedrooms downstairs.
Wow. This is
Yeah.
nice.
That's a big
Nice.
closet space too.
This is so
Yeah.
neat.
Said they didn't want me living by myself. I have leukemia. They said I could move in with each of them. I had gone through one contractor to sell a house. And about 3 days before closing, they terminated the contract.
Yeah, it is, Trudy.
Yeah, this is my second husband's man cave, and then he switched it to the first bedroom downstairs because of going up and down the stairs.
Yeah.
That was the one that passed in 22. The contractor, by my mistake, had ripped me off and stuff, so that never got taken care of for several years. Well, this past January, 2 years ago in May, my second husband passed away. This past January, his sister, my sister-in-law, passed away, which left me to be the only one in the house. I ended up being here one night and realized I was terrified being there by myself. It wasn't anything, it's just the fact I'd never lived alone. I mean, everything I see in that house is different from what it was when I actually lived here. I like that. Was that your temperature controls and stuff?
Yeah, for the and the fixture.
Oh, awesome.
It's all for that.
That is nice.
Oh, girl, come look at this one.
Oh, I think that was the big closet, actually, wasn't it?
Oh,
You can put your toes like a crystal. But yeah, this is beautiful.
it is gorgeous. It
It
is.
is.
God,
Compared to
that's
what it
fast.
was when I left.
Mhm.
Yes, it definitely is gorgeous. And it's beautiful. I mean, it's a great home for any family. Chris and them did an awesome job, and they had people doing the work out here. Chris did an awesome job. He really did. And I look forward to, if I know of anyone else that wants to sell their home or anything, I know to have them be put in contact with Chris. And I couldn't ask for a better realtor than him as far as doing that. I mean, this guy is amazing. And if anybody can make something work, he can.
So now let's talk about the numbers, y'all. Let's really get into it. So originally, when I first got to this house, I wanted to purchase it myself. And whether I wanted to keep it as a rental, do a flip, I mean, all the thoughts were going through my head. Now, we've seen the before, how it looked and everything. There's no way I could have kept it as a rental. Nobody would have moved in there as a rental. And I thought, okay, what if I flip it myself and I put it back on the market? But it was just so crazy inside, you know, all of these different things that need to be done. It would have been a very expensive rehab budget for that. So I just didn't want to do that. And also I thought the time would just be too extensive. So another exit strategy that I thought of was an assignment. Because when you're doing an assignment, you don't have to bring any money out of pocket. You don't have to do any work, but you can still get paid on a real estate deal. So the reason why I ended up assigning it in the first place was because I was under contract with the seller and I told her I was going to purchase the property. And when it came to fruition that there were all these judgments, there was all these permit issues, it just became realistic to me, like this is way too big of a project for me to handle. Now, my only options at that point were I could stay in the property and lose money, which is not what you should be doing as a real estate investor, or I could find a different solution. But I knew with that different solution, there was no way I could still close on the property. So what I did, instead of just falling out from the contract like her previous people had done to her and just leaving her just stuck days before closing, was I found a different solution, was what I ended up doing with assigning it to a different investor. Because although I couldn't take on a project this big by myself, I knew of different investors who would take on a project this big. And that's what they ended up doing. Instead of not having a solution and just walking away from the contract and leaving her in limbo, I found a solution. And with that solution, everybody was satisfied. And we're here where we are now. So we talked about how I was able to make money from a real estate deal with no money out of pocket and no work done by myself or any contractors, anything like that. And we also talked about how I was able to provide a solution for sellers who are in a distressed situation. So if you're a home seller and you're in a distressed situation, make sure you reach out to me, whether you're in Virginia, whether you're literally anywhere. I can find a solution for you to make sure you're not in a distressed situation. And just like Trudy said, making the process as quick, easy, fast, and efficient for you as possible. And if you're interested in getting into real estate in any capacity, whether it's an agent, investor, anybody like that, make sure you check the description below, because the description below will have full information for you guys to give you value and where you can get started in real estate. Also, don't forget, one of the most important things is you have to like this video, make sure you leave a comment, and share it with one friend. Share it with at least one friend. Friend, family, coworker, anybody who's interested in real estate, make sure you share this with them, because this video could be the one video that changes their life.